dirty bird messing its own nest with the ass is what you're known for best, and it looks like you haven't changed. Now it seems like the pedestal's a little too high. It'll be the first place the lightning will strike, but maybe that'll bring you down a few pegs, because this may be a small town with a small population, but our brains exceed your delusional imagination. So goodbye, Miss High-falutin, your bad vibes are polluting this air I'm trying to breathe. So don't bother coming home, you've already made your bed, and this tiny town is too small for your big head. And I hope you find your happy place, and I hope that's far away from my face. So I hope you really find what you're looking for, and I hope you never come knocking at my door, 'cause I just tell you goodbye, Miss High-falutin, your bad vibes are polluting this air I'm trying to breathe. So don't bother coming home, you've already made your bed, and this tiny town is too small for your big. Goodbye, Miss High-falutin, your bad vibes are polluting this air I'm trying to breathe. So don't bother coming home, you've already made your bed, and this tiny town is too small for your big head. Your big head.
All right, that was terrific.
Thank you.
Such a sweet, pleasant person. Didn't expect that. What is that?
Yeah.
Hope you find your happy place, and it's
I hope
nowhere
that's
near
far away from my face.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Hey everybody, welcome back to Music Wednesdays. I'm Barry Corder, of course, from the Chattanooga Times Free Press. I'm here with Rachel McIntyre Smith. You use the McIntyre.
I do use the McIntyre.
Tell me about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from the small town of Oliver Springs, Tennessee. It's right outside of Knoxville, and I ended up in Chattanooga because I came to school here at UTC, and so here's my fifth year, starting my fifth year here in Chattanooga, and it's really awesome.
And you guys may notice we are here at Songbirds. We're here on purpose because you did an internship here, right?
I interned here from January to May of 2019, so this past year, and it was the coolest thing ever. It's actually the reason why I'm still in Chattanooga, because it just opened my eyes to the music scene in Chattanooga. Before, I had kind of just stayed to like UTC and university events and things like that, but whenever I started working at Songbirds, I met a lot of local musicians and learned more about the venues and just like the local music scene, which is great here in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
And so it just made me decide to stay here in Chattanooga and do music instead of, packing up and going to Nashville right off the bat, like most people do.
Well, you've got, I know we want to try to get through 4 or 5 songs. So what was that one called that you just did?
Miss High-falutin. Miss
I
High-falutin.
love that word, highfalutin. I think it's actually in a column that I wrote just this week, as a
Thank
matter
you.
of fact.
I also love highfalutin, but I feel like if any Northerners are out there listening, highfalutin, is a term for stuck up or uppity.
Yeah, you got above your raisin.
Mm-hmm.
Another great phrase. All right, what are you going to do now? And then we'll talk some more about
I'm going to do another song
Okay.
on guitar, and it's called Skeletons.
Okay.
So this song is called Skeletons, and it's on my debut album as well. So is Miss High-falutin. I scrubbed the house from top to bottom, and I tore it down brick by brick. I broke the mortar, and I looked around and thought that my job here was really through. I thought that I had gotten rid of every trace of you, but I'm still finding our skeleton. skeletons in my closet, and they're still haunting me, even though I thought I lost them. Now I sleep with one eye open, hoping they don't come alive. Ooh, running out of places to hide. A dying rose and a love note, they stain the grass. No obituary matching stationery from our past that was our future till my heart gave out and a flatline. But don't call me on now, though, 'cause I'm really fine, but I'm still fine. Our skeletons in my closet, and they're still haunting me, even though I thought I lost them. Now I sleep with one eye open, hoping they don't come alive. Ooh, running out of places to, and everywhere I go, your ghost pops up in the window. I can feel your heartbeat, I can feel your arms around me. Cause I'm still finding our skeletons in my closet, and they're still haunting me, even though I thought I lost them. Now I sleep with one eye open, hoping they don't come alive. Ooh, running out of places to, running out of places to, running out of places to, running out of places to hide.
All right, very pretty.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you mentioned a new album.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it.
So I released my debut album on all streaming platforms in April, and they were really a compilation of songs that I wrote during my time in college, so all 4 years of college. And I recorded them at the studio in the library at UTC.
Okay.
So I started out kind of recording them thinking they were just going to be demo tracks, but at the end of my time in college, I was about to graduate, I was just thinking, these are good enough to release. I spent probably at least 9 hours on each one of the songs, each one of the demos, recording it. And so yeah, I'm just really proud of all the songs, and I wanted to release them because it kind of just made sense since they were all from the time when I was in college.
Yeah. What's it called?
Together. It's just a self-titled debut album, so it took a lot of time thinking of that name, obviously. But just search Rachel McIntyre Smith.
And what's your degree?
I double majored in communications and Spanish.
Okay, smart.
Mm-hmm.
The Spanish part.
Mm-hmm. I actually spent 2 summers in Nicaragua teaching music lessons, and so I used my Spanish doing that a lot.
So where did the music come in? You said your internship here sort of led you to want to stick around and pursue it. So was it just a hobby before, now it's more serious, or?
No, I wanted to be a singer-songwriter for as long as I can remember. I actually majored in communications because I wanted to know how to market myself as a singer-songwriter. Because I spent 10 years doing competitive piano lessons, taught myself ukulele, guitar, clarinet. I was in the marching band. So I had a lot of musical background, and my mom was an English teacher, so she had kind of taught me over the years how to write poetry and just how to write in general. So I kind of had the musical element. I just was trying to think of a way to give myself an edge as a singer-songwriter, knowing how to produce audio, video, high-quality photos, graphics, and things like that. So that's why I chose communications, and hopefully it was a good choice.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Very smart. All right, well, what are you going to do now?
So the next song I'm going to play is another one of my sassy songs called Wedding Blues. And I feel like anyone can relate to this song who is in their early, mid-20s. They're still single, but every single weekend they're going to another wedding, or they're seeing another couple get engaged on Facebook. So this song's called Wedding Blues. Essentially just a large pity party to myself every time I go to a wedding. Preacher asked us to stand to our feet, so I turned to see another pretty face who has me beat. But honestly, she looks just like the same girl from last week. 'Cause oh my gosh, here comes a bride, now here comes another one, while I'm crying inside. 'Cause I'm left here with no one, and I know I should smile when they say that I do's, but I kinda got a bad case of the wedding blues. And every day in the mail I get more save the dates, which is funny 'cause I never seem to get a date, which was fine by me, well, until recently. 'Cause every day I see more pictures of rings, so I honestly should probably just stop scrolling. But my brain can't stop wondering, when will it be me? Will it ever be me? Well, not today, 'cause here comes a bride, now here comes another one, while I'm crying inside. 'Cause I'm left here with no one, and I know I should smile when they say that I do's, but I kinda got a bad case of the wedding blues. Now the hipster videographer with the strange tattoos has gotten a close-up of my sad face, and Patty with the fresh out of jail nephew has tried to set us up on a date. And I mentioned to leave, but is it too soon? I need to go home and try to cure these wedding blues. But now, here comes a bride, now here comes another one, while I'm crying inside. 'Cause I'm left here with no one, and I know I should smile when they say that I do's. Oh, I know I should be happy when they say I love you, but I kinda got a bad case of the wedding blues.
All right, so that was another great one. And now you're going to do another one on guitar, right?
Mm-hmm. So this next song is probably my weirdest song. and it's a song that I wrote about a kitten that I rescued a few summers ago. My brother's girlfriend found it in a dumpster, and we took care of it for a summer, and her name's Phoebe Garbage Kitty Smith. And I just spent the entire summer being so obsessed with this cat that I ended up writing a song about her.
Which is on my pen that you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it called?
It has a lyric in it that says, "Mom and Dad, forget my diploma. I'm stuck inside a kitten coma." So this is called Kitten Song. This goes out to Phoebe Garbage Kitty Smith. You had me from your first meow, and I'm not really sure how 1 pound of fluff can make my day. But with you, time goes fast. On the couch, 12 hours pass, and all I do is look at you and say, "Hey kitty kitty, hey kitty kitty, you're so pretty, I know that you are, but do you know that you are? Hey kitty kitty, hey kitty kitty, you're so pretty, I know that you are, but do you know that you are? I think cat ladies get a bad name. People act like it's a bad thing to have 20 cats, but hey, you'll never have a single rat. So Mom and Dad, forget my diploma. I'm stuck inside a kitten coma. The doctors say this one is bad, 'cause I just keep on saying, "Hey kitty kitty, hey kitty kitty, you're so pretty, I know that you are, but do you know that you are? Hey kitty kitty, hey kitty kitty, you're so pretty, I know that you are, but do you know that you are?" And all my friends have gone to Europe or found their souls up on a roof, but I would much rather just sit on the couch with you and listen to you say, "Meow, meow, 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 meow. Hey kitty kitty, you're so pretty, I know that you are, but do you know that you are? Hey kitty kitty, you're so pretty, I know that you are. I hope you know that you are."
That's a lot of fun. How old is that one?
I wrote that one my freshman year of college. So that one's the oldest one that I still perform.
So all the ones you've done today, are they on the album?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
and people can find that everywhere. You mentioned in the song Bonnaroo, which reminded me, I have a couple of announcements. If you don't mind, little diversion. But first of all, I went to the Big Nine Roots Fest this past weekend on 9th Street, sort of replaced, I'm not even sure it's fair to say it. It sort of replaced the old Bessie Smith Strut. But anyway, it was a great lot of fun. And then when they do it again next year, I hope you guys will check it out. It was awesome. Also, Brad Steiner and I do a podcast called The What Podcast, and we just posted our first one since Bonnaroo in 2019. It's a great interview with Jeff Cuellar of AC Entertainment, so you guys can check that out at thewhatpodcast.com or on iTunes. I think that's all of the announcements. Noon Tuned continues, the Levitt Amp series continues, so go check those out, as well as all the local music that you can find. Which brings me back. You said working here sort of turned you on to the whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that? I mean, is it you've hooked up, collaborated with people, you just like being able to play? What exactly do you mean?
Well, just like a whole gamut of things. First off, anytime that I played at the open mic that Songbirds did, I would meet someone else, meet another musician, because they do a really cool thing where it's not just like a regular open mic, it's an open jam. So any musician can go up there and play with new people, and you can meet new bandmates, just make new connections. And that's how I met Heather Lee Holt, who does the open mic Spotlight podcast, and she has been really a great connection that I've made. She just released her latest EP. It's available everywhere. Search for Heather Lee, and I did the background vocals on it. And she's just a really awesome person. So she's one connection that I made through Songbirds. but I also got to photograph a lot of concerts and meet a lot of local bands and just like learn about how there's just a thriving local music economy happening here.
That was the answer I was hoping for. First of all, Heather is awesome. She's I told you before we went on, she is a hero of mine and always will be. She's the one that gave me your name. So, but
She's
that
awesome.
that interconnecting, that collaboration, that networking, all of that is by design and it's on purpose. And I'm glad to hear that it's paying off. So, if you're a musician, get out there, check it out. All right. Well, Rachel, thank you. Right? You're going to do one more, two more? One more.
One more.
All right. What's this one called?
This one's called Long Ride. And it's the first track off of my debut album. And I wrote it whenever I was driving home for Easter a few years ago. And it was a pretty long drive on a really nice back roads in the sunset. And I was thinking about this guy I liked at the time. And I was just thinking like, okay, this could be it. Like I could be here for a long ride with this guy. Broke up with him 3 months later, but I have a song.
Got a song. You got something that'll last a whole lot longer.
Yeah. So,
all right. Well,
this is Long Ride.
Very cool.
This hasn't happened in a long time. Your name will repeat in my mind. The sun shines on the windshield, and if you like, I can take the wheel. So turn on your favorite song, stick your hand out the window. I don't know where this road leads, but if you go, I'll go. So just sit back and take your time, 'cause darling, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for the long ride. As we drive down the road, I'll help you let them go. And we can drive until we find a town where you can freely say the words that you've been choking down. So turn on your favorite song, stick your hand out the window. I don't know where this road leads, but if you go, I'll go. So just sit back and take your time, 'cause darling, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for love, right? I'm here for love, right? And I used to say, give it to me now, give me what I want. But I'm learning that the journey is half the fun. So turn on your favorite song, stick your hand out the window. I don't know where this road leads, but if you go, I'll go. So just sit back and take your time, 'cause darling, I'm not going anywhere. So turn on your favorite song, stick your hand out the window. I don't know where this road leads, but if you go, I'll go. So just sit back and take your time, 'cause darling, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for the long ride. I'm here for the long ride. I'm here for the long ride. I'm here for the long ride.
All right. Rachel McIntyre Smith, album of the same name, right?
Yes.
Available everywhere.
Yes.
Came out in April. Thank you so much for doing this.
Well, thank
This
you
has
so
been a
much
lot of
for
fun.
having me.
Absolutely.
This
Thanks
is
to
so cool.
Songbirds as always. Your friends, former coworkers.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing everything. You guys don't know what it took to do this, so I
I know. It was awesome.
appreciate it.
It
All
was
right.
awesome.
Thanks, guys, for watching.